Shot had just about everything, so we'll see what these two teams have in store for us tonight, 6 days later, as the Flyers look for the season series sweep. Underway.
Only 6 wins on the year for Montgomery and his club.
And only 3 wins in their last 15 games. Drysdale has difficulty there. Turnover in the shot, and Vladar, an early big save on Pavel Buchnevich.
Vladar, and you know, we talk about a good start, and not a good handle by Drysdale. Before that, Couturier missed a pass, which led to this icing in a D-zone faceoff. So first 16 seconds into the game.
The stick got on the puck, so no icing, and back goes Cam Fowler. Turns it over to Zegras. Zegras slips it down low. Back in front, Zegras. He couldn't get much on the shot. Bounced in on Hofer, who made the save and covered. Dvorak on the draw, and he won it cleanly back to Seeler. Now Zegras tried to get that in the middle, bounces back. Seeler, the shot, save. Hofer, rebound was there for a moment.
To their offense, where it's not just about obviously the goals and points, but he plays abrasively too.
Here's connecting with a shot, and that one I think went wide on its own.
Trying to do things the right way here to start this game.
Wilson tries a body check on Nathan Walker instead. The puck bounces to Sundqvist, and he will bank it back out. Falk drills one, they score! Falk took the shot. Walker was in front. Korobchenko is nearby as well, and the Blues get the first goal.
No time in just pounding this puck. I mean, he doesn't stop it. It's essentially a one-timer off the indirect feed on the wall from Sundqvist. They get redirected on the way in.
I did not see any deflection in that.
To me, it looked like Vladar had a sight line on that shot because he was above the traffic.
It is the 5th goal of the year for Falk, 2 of them against the Flyers. Here comes Braden Shen. Shen a shot, and that one absorbed by Vladar. And that was with the 4th line out, and now a chance to add to the lead. His Neighbors is in on goal. Save made by Vladar. He wasn't quite sure where it was, but he gets the whistle. And that's a huge stop, preventing the Blues from going up 2 here early. Trailing, Neighbors tied for the team lead in goals. A chance to become the sole leader. No, sir, says and Vladar.
Yeah.
How much it means to those families.
That's great.
Here's a good pass from Konechny across. Sanheim the shot. And save made as the puck bounced free to Snuggerud. Forster, and now it's Drysdale right back to Tyson. And Drysdale center point. A wrist shot save. Hofer through some traffic. Sealer a big chop at it. Neighbors knocked it down and got it back to Falk. They'll get set up. And he likes to bomb away, as we are well aware. Here's Kyrou down low to Neighbors. Neighbors back to Falk for the shot, and he scores. He just drifted down into the slot, and Falk already with 2 on the night. Power play goal for the Blues, 2-0 St. Louis.
Here's the dump. Here's the battle on the wall. Neighbors, who they were sorely missing, is able to win that puck, and then eventually Neighbors is the one that makes the feed to fall through the seam. And that's something that the Flyers have done a good job of taking care of, is not allowing those seam plays. But you can see he put it right through the legs of Nick Seeler.
They were here twice in the game last Friday, and the Flyers came back, but it's a tough route to go coming from behind. Here's Michkov getting that puck to Brink for a shot that was fought off by Hofer. So they did get the Kyrou part right. Here's a shot from the point by Falk. Why not? This time he'll pass it up for a shot, and a save by Vladar from Snuggerud, who can also fire it. And the Flyers get to the puck and move it ahead to Dvorak. They'll slip it into the St. Louis zone. Sanheim will foul the puck in. Trying to get it around to Zegras. In front, Dvorak, save! Hofer! Big kick stop there. Zegras dropped it back. Drysdale right back to his buddy, and Zegras moves up. And across the line, across, tipping the shot! And that one glanced off of Hofer and wide. Now back out to Drysdale. Youngster has 3 goals this year, all on the power play. Back to Falk. The shot, and a body in front. Rebound, Shen, and the save by Vladar.
But overall, I felt like the Flyers did some of the things that we talked about in the open that they needed to do to have a good start. Now, it doesn't always mean that you're going to get the results you want, but you got to stick with it. Let's see if they can build off of some of the good things they did in that first period.
Now it flips through Parayko to Shen. Back to Parayko, center point. He'll blast, deflection, try. Bounces free to Broberg for a shot. Save, Vladar, rebound. They jam for it, and Vladar is able to cover. Huge stops there to keep the Flyers within 2.
Pass, and then the second chance opportunity, Vladar has to come up with a couple of big saves. And
one slight moment where he looked a little discombobulated, but he recovered quickly. There's Zegras trying to get away from Suter. Down the pass to Abels. He scores! If at first you don't succeed, try again. Abels finally on the board with his first of the season, and it's a 2-1 hockey game.
And then the Flyers get a really good goal here. Zegras just terrific puck protection, and then the pass by Tippett. Looks like he's covered. Kessel's stick is in the air. He doesn't have stick on puck, which allows Tippett to absorb the contact. He sees Abels right there, and Abels, who's had some opportunities in this early season.
Order of business number one for the Flyers here in the third, and then they want to try to get to the attack. Flyers with 4 third-period comeback wins, tied for the most in the NHL. They want to make it 5 here this evening. And 15 of those points are in his last 12 games. They'd love to get another one here. Here's Drysdale across. The shot, Zegras off iron! That close! He rang it off iron. He's got it again.
This is the one early, right off the face-off win, off the crossbar.
Drysdale for Forster. Forster takes a look. Finds Brink. Centered in front, Zegras! Oh, it didn't go! Hofer sliding across. Did he get that clean, or did it hit the post behind him? I don't know, but Zegras, twice on this power play, has been within inches of giving the Flyers the tying goal.
Feed by Brink. What a save.
Oh,
wow. What a save by Hofer. Great look. What a pass by Brink. And you can see the frustration on Zegras as he slams the boards, but give credit where it's due.
There. To the other side, Forster will get there first. Forster behind the net, hoping for Cates. Cates tucked it to Konecny, who could not ram it home from the angle. Now it's Andre. Andre deals it off. Forster the shot. He scores! Great spot by Andre. Forster hammers it home, and this game is tied at 2.
He has a chance to one-time it. Boy, he can bring it. Great work by Cates down low. Keep in mind, Cates blocked the shot earlier in the shift, but hung in there. Andre able to get to the middle of the ice. That opens up Forster on the flank, and he pounds this puck past Hofer. A little bit of traffic in front by Cates as well, and the Flyers have tied this thing up. Just to
zoom in after that puck. Delorier with a hit, but the puck sneaks out to Suter. He will lob one, hoping for Cairo. He's got him. Cairo the shot. Save, Ladar. This shed is bearing in on him. He'll play it hard up this way. Buchnevich is right there. It's along the wall. Flyers had 3 players, couldn't come up with it. Shen across. And now the Blues are set up. Fowler flips one. Deflection save. Rebound save. Rebound. Another one blocked in front. Ladar. Couple of huge stops. And Ladar, the reason why is he made 1, 2, and then the third one, either he or Andre made the save. Zegras, a little stutter step move. Comes across to Andre. Andre holds a shot. Save. Hofer, he's out of the net. The puck was loose for a moment, but he's able to cover with Tippett nearby.
This is the skill that he has, the puck possession, the ability to draw a couple players to him, which opens up other options. Yeah, Buchnevich goes there, Thomas, or I believe it's Shen, and then that opens up the weak side, and Hofer.
Broberg off to Suter and across. He's got Thomas. Thomas holds center. Save, Ladar. Andre stumbled, I believe, and all of a sudden there was room. Couturier after it. Couturier heads off to Dvorak. Whips it through. Here's Konecny. 3 seconds. 2. Back to Sanheim. His quick shot is blocked. And that will do it for regulation time. And so, the Flyers are 1-3 in games decided in the 3-on-3. And, of course, tremendous after that. 4-0 in shootouts. Thomas to Cairo. Cairo barreling and dropped it back. And getting his stick in there was Tippett trying to go to the offense, but Thomas had other ideas. Centered it in front. Ladar sprawls across to make the save.
What a save he made on the back door. Slow-mo doesn't do it any justice. The speed at which this play happened. The feed from Thomas to Cairo. It was a sensational save by Vladar, and the Flyers were able to go the other way. A near miss for Tippett.
Now the face-off, so important in the overtime. Sanheim plays it the other way. Konecny should get to the puck. They'll get it back to Sanheim, and the Flyers have the advantage. Sanheim in with Couturier. Sanheim the shot. He scores! Travis Sanheim wins it for the Flyers. 3-2 the final.
roar back after being down 2 in the first period and finish it off in overtime. What a finish for Sanheim.